and 59. Here's Richardson. Johnson with 5 on the shot clock.
Casually lofts that ball up, and it looked
Part of the game in Minnesota. And
no
team just
and past that. I mean, the way they played out in the at a high level, and I'm
DeRozan. Jakob Poeltl going against each other after being
hands. Trey Jones there, getting their hats on the defensive end of the
with him. Draws a crowd. Keldon Johnson for 3. 5 games.
Stars. I'm watching that with Keldon right now.
Johnson again.
Yeah,
against the rookie. You betcha.
The last year might have hesitated.
Remember against Minnesota the other night as Spurs quarter.
Right.
Now the Spurs going to with a bucket. The stop team. Last year he had 104th.
These two.
And to Poeltl. Popish on the floor to start the game.
See, I think before you use your dribble.
NBA action. Brought in. Spurs are without Devin Vassell again.
See, his knee is sore. Nice.
Goes to the line and hits the first.
Ethan. Spazzes. They have 4.
Kobe Waddle. McDermott. This is missed. They know being a young.
To watch them win a championship.
I said before the game was Poeltl scores on it.
His game is predicated on.
Got to the. Becky Hammond will be our guest here in the. DeRozan.
Obviously, we know that he's very physical.
White averaging 6 a game. And then Somu, 2-year-old out of University of Illinois, average. He was hit 8 on the shot clock. Bulls on.
Second time in this first.
And Sunday, a 6 o'clock tip, and then Toronto. Spurs by 7. DeRozan. This is game. Spurs back. 6 as Dragic. Toronto deal. And beautiful pass.
Zach Collins, as a matter of fact, when he caught it.
Miss. Collins. White. This is the Jones, the floater over Drummond.
Cato allowed DeMar to.
And DeRozan hits another jump. Yeah, you could Caruso all over him.
Waving to all her adoring fans.
Congratulations, first of all.
Oh, yeah, like you, blackjack player.
Kobe White with us here in the second quarter.
Just the ball movement, the way they
told him that the other night, and
says you come out here to win and compete.
You know, and that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. Turn the volume down. Everybody's going out.
At really every possession on the floor.
I'm a little tired of hearing media people asked about this team so far.
They're a young team, but every possession.
Try hard, fast.
You know, you don't always have to be the most.
As Kobe White.
He's a guy.
Blake Wesley gets his first NBA. Your experience with the Spurs, you could.
Some triangle, and I just really wanted to space the last few years, just switching it up, junking into one thing long enough. We did some boxing.
Let's here in the second quarter. The Spurs and both so tough on the boards.
Gets around the rim.
Gang rebounded. How about that?
By casual reverse.
Back. We like to get greedy with championships. Competing is fun.
Right.
So you compete to be there and wanting to learn. Winning definitely helps.
Talent.
Correct, for sure.
You know
the competitive
basketball. I haven't played a real sport.
Like I said, these guys.
I always say that people see the final, the getting in shape.
Yeah. I mean, just really playing at a fun way to play when everybody touches the basketball. With some pace.
Right.
You know, it never shows up on the stat sheet, but Jakob is really.
At 9, they led by 14 points along with 3 rebounds.
From about 6 or 8 feet.
And he has one go in the half. Poeltl again. Oh, my.
Dermot some attention when he comes off the.
Where he just.
Well, and you have to respect the shot. That's what impressed with his finishing around the rim.
Guard. It was like all hands on deck.
He's moving everywhere, and all of a sudden you leave somebody open.
Pulls out one of his cards. What happened?
He has a group of 18 before. No cards, no nothing. And now I become a 3x5 girl.
Okay.
Elliott, and we're glad to have Becky Hammond.
He's a player drafted because of injuries, but very talented. A lot of times, the more aggressive. Yeah, I mean, I think he has.
White right down the boulevard. And half-second difference, game clock, shot clock. And that ends the first half. Spurs defense, give them credit.
Ball back from where he came from.
Trey Jones trying to go to
those Bulls rotation there. DeMar DeRozan just
offensive foul. Vucevic trying. We're ready for a little bit more about why he's old.
Calmness.
Yeah, they got mixed up on the switch. Sheldon Johnson fires the three. Caruso with flying by. A little wrinkle defensively.
Now watching them for the first time this year.
20 to 102.
Right. A lot of energy. They've got a lot of
opportunity, and that's been a big part of Chicago. Rouse him. Jakob and Williams gets an and one. Played 17 games.
He's got a dunk.
Richards underneath. DeMar DeRozan.
Able to weave himself into that layup.
Defers to Vucevic for three. Away from his old teammate. Some Hurdle. Johnson caves and takes Diop. Right line, point line. And ultimately going outside. Hurdle and a couple assists. And he obviously is a huge part of the team. Again, Jones Jr. And it went out of bounds across. Bulls by 4. Trying to off the Hurdle pick. Hurdle hustles back from jump. Vintage DeMar, but he couldn't finish. Chance points are now. Johnson couldn't go to Hurdle. The running floater.
Good pressure release to have.
Could take the lead with a long one. Dragic.
Vucevic. Just a three-point shooter, an outside shooting. That time he got a little bit more space to let.
He's fouled from behind. Drummond. McDermott's pass is deflected. Collins juggled it for a moment behind the back, but Wesley. Williams. 7%. The Spurs powers it up and in. Games. Average. Gentlemen. Wow. Never know when a guy might break through mentally. Third quarter.
And wide open along that.
Starter or 5 starters except for Jan.
Decisions that time brilliantly falling.
How about Wesley? Doug McDermott, the floater. He's got 9. Josh Richardson with 10.
A passer like Zach Collins at that high post.
Figure scoring game. DeRozan always encouraging with these young.
And better pass from Zach.
Drummond. Dragic for 3. And has to think of when he was Phoenix. The Spurs can't get that one to go. And here comes DeRozan. Chicago. He got DeRozan had 72 in the 2 games.
Take a breather sometime here. At some point. Can't stay out there the entire floor. Sohan on the perimeter. Roll out.
Out of bounds. 2 swings that rebound. With it.
He used that screen so well. He used it like Chris.
Trey Jones with it out front. You got Javonte Green. Couldn't corral it, but and Green that on the way. Green saved. Trey Jones. Here's Caruso for 3.
So well. That was a great box out too, by the way. Just at the pace of the game. This game, pretty scary falls.
Oh, what a
loss for the Lakers.
Richardson off the mark again. But not losing any muscle.
Right.
Smith mark here in the ball game. Couldn't tap it in. Hurdle.
I can't ask for a better.
DeRozan. Johnson at you want to recognize you. 5:24 remain. So he'll be the center of the 10. DeSomo. Johnson for 3.
Yeah, himself in the corner.
Meanwhile, DeRozan back at the rest of the way. Johnson wanted to throw it down.
Come on, man.
To play Minnesota for the third. Yeah.
And Chicago got it.
The Lakers lost to Minnesota for
tanking.
Yeah. Launches the 3. Nothing but. And the dunk the other by Dragic.
Charge.
2. Trying to get it out of bounds. Johnson to Hurdle. And he's right to the rack. Hurdle. Got by
Drummond gave him the lane with the reach.
They close out the Bulls. And Green will get the dunk. He does. Devontae Green misses a three, although it looked like he was.
Yeah, looks a lot stronger than you think.
And Jones. No. Jones. Kobe White. And a foul. But there was a little... Oh, in his career. Call a foul for crying out. And Johnson. 6 on the clock.
Happening.
DeRozan gets the dunk. Johnson. That game took over, and Johnson went out. And the Spurs paced. Everybody capable of going outside. Hurdle. 2 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple assists. Injury rehab. And he obviously is a huge part of the team. 3 in the rebound to White. Here they go again. Jones Jr. trying to get posted up against White. And it went out of bounds. DeRozan brings it across. Bulls by 4. Trying to... Bar goes to work. McDermott comes off the Pirtle pick.
Get out there on him.
Pirtle hustles back. May come down to the best conditioned team. Oh, DeRozan. Vintage DeMar, but he couldn't fit. And second chance points are now. Johnson couldn't go. Gives him another opportunity. Jones to Pirtle, the running floater. He's got 17.
Good pressure release to have.
Remaining in the third. Spurs can take the lead with a long one. Dragic. Vooch and Collins with it.
Showing you that he's more than just a three-point shooter, an outside shooting. Looking for cutters. That time he got a little bit more space to let.
Deal. White again, pushing the pace. He's fouled from behind.
A little bit of finesse with all that power.
McDermott's pass is deflected after 1 by 2 at halftime. Collins juggled it for a moment for Zach.
Oh, boy.
Slick pass behind the back, but Wesley. Williams. They're shooting 47%. The Spurs, from Collins, gets it right back to Zach. Powers it up and in. Last year, in 28 games, averaged just tie up. Oh, wow. But you never know when a guy might break through mentally. With a 3, we've got 1:07 to go. Third quarter.
Sorry, you saw Josh Richardson wide open along that.
All their 4 starter or 5 starters except for Sohan.
Once. Making all the right decisions. That time brilliantly following.
Died against Collins. Wesley, what'll he do? How about intercepting it? Collins, get a shot. Wesley. Doug McDermott, the floater.
Drawing the charge.
He's got 9. Team from Zach Collins. Josh Richardson with 10. Makes it 96-95.
And it's a luxury to have a passer like Zach Collins at that high post.
His 3rd straight double-figure scoring game. Word with Wesley. Always encouraging with these young.
Cut there by Jeremy and better pass from Zach.
McDermott. Drummond. Dragic for 3.
A few years back.
Every Spurs fan has to think of when he was Phoenix. Spurs can't get that one to go, and here comes DeRozan. More free throws. Chicago by 9 points at the free throw line. Richardson. He got Chicago 120-104. DeRozan had 72 in the 2 games.
DeMar DeRozan's going to have to take a breather sometime here. DeRozan, a break at some point. Can't stay out there the entire floor.
Become a very good player.
See, you had 2 guys running to Jeremy Sohan on the perimeter. Roll out to Overeager on the defensive end of the floor.
Blocked. Out of bounds to Shining. Zach Collins claims that rebound. With it just missing a tying shot.
He used that screen so well. He used it like Chris.
DeRozan. Trey Jones with it out front. You got Javonte Green, couldn't corral it, but he wasn't getting his breather at this time. And Green, Jones back to Sohan, that on the way, Green saved. Trey Jones has had 3 on the boards. Here's Caruso for 3. Back without fouling.
He uses his body so well.
10-4, a 7-point lead.
Because that was a great box out too, by the way. It was great shape.
Yeah.
But my concern is at the pace of the game. This game floor, you've seen pretty scary falls.
30.8 per game. Oh, what a fed him a bullet.
That was a huge loss for the Lakers.
Richardson off the mark. Keldon again. That's several times, losing 20 pounds, but not losing any muscle.
Right.
108. We approach the 6-minute mark here in the ballgame. So quick, and then Drummond couldn't tap it in. Pirtle.
I can't ask for a better.
1 of 6. DeRozan, 23 to pace the Spurs, brings it up. Johnson, all teachers, the Spurs and First Mark Credit Union want to recognize you. Pirtle and Johnson at the line. 5:24 remain. DeRozan. So he'll be the center of the team. White. And DeSomo. Johnson for 3. Yes.
Swarm of defenders and finds Keldon all by himself in the corner.
For Keldon, the 28. Meanwhile, DeRozan back at the rest of the way. Oh. Johnson wanted to throw it down. Back here, Sunday at 6 to play Minnesota for the third.
In the memo, they got it after Monday night.
Yeah.
And Chicago got it.
Wanting more. And rebound Pirtle. The Lakers lost to Minnesota continue.
Well, maybe the Lakers are tanking.
Yeah. It fakes the 3. Jones launches the 3. Nothing but
he wouldn't taken that shot last year.
And the dunk the other by 2. Jones guarded by Dragic.
Charge.
07. Up 2.
Trying to get
Spurs hustle back, and Jones knocks it out of bounds. Johnson to Pirtle. DeRozan goes right to the rack. 4 for his career. Pirtle got by Drummond.
Running the play, and Drummond gave him the lane with the reach.
4. Can they close out the Bulls? Oh, another turnover, and Green will get the dunk.
Defense, a ton of credit.
Yeah. Timing issue there. Jones got to put it up. He does.
The ball saves it right back to Trey Jones.
Javonte Green misses a 3. Not fouled, although it looked like he was.
Yeah, the ball, and he's a lot faster, a lot stronger than you think.
And a veteran move. Jones. No. Jones. DeRozan gives it up. Kobe White and a foul. No, we're not going to. But there was a little at the free throw line. Oh, White, 86% in his career. He is mauled. Call a foul for crying out. And Johnson. And Keldon with 14.5 ticks on the clock.
Make him run some clock, and that's exactly what's happening.
DeRozan gets the dunk. Johnson at this game, and then the game took over, and Johnson will come down and just dribble it out. And the Spurs